Thank you, Madam President. Like all of us, we unfortunately get phone calls at different times of day, from different departments, sometimes from LAPD when incidents happen in our district. The call that I received Saturday morning was probably the most disturbing call about some horrific information that I received in the 7 or 8 years that I've been receiving these phone calls. The information that I received was that a grandmother working the graveyard shift came home to her apartment to find her 3 grandchildren, all under the age of 3, murdered in her apartment. I can't even imagine the dark place that a person has to be in to commit these horrific acts. I'm sure none of us can even wrap our brains around how anyone could ever be in that state of mind to be able to commit something as just disturbing as what happened in my district in Reseda. Um, for far too long, every level of our government has failed to adequately provide the funding that we so desperately need towards, mental illness facilities, uh, to be able to help the people in our communities that need help. I'm not saying that, we could have had all the services in the world and we may not have been able to reach out to this one person, but I hope that this is a reminder to all of us that we need to do whatever we can to advocate to every level of government for as much funding and as much attention as this very important issue needs, so that we never ever have to ever experience anything um, like this family, of what this family is going through right now. Thank you, Madam President.
Mr. Lee, thank you very much for adjourning in the memory of these 3 beautiful little children. I read this story about this family and what their mom must have been going through, and it just goes to show you that in this country, we just simply don't do enough to support moms and to support women who give birth, which at times can be incredibly beautiful, but at sometimes there are dark times where it's absolutely traumatic. And I think we need to continue to advocate for resources for moms, for women who give birth, because not all of us have the same experiences. And I truly believe that she needed help and that the system probably failed her and her children and the entire family. So with your permission, Mr. Lee, I'd like to adjourn, and I'd like this to make an all council member adjournment in the memory of these 3 beautiful little souls. Mr. Blumenfield?
Thank you, and thank you for expanding that to the entire council. Mr. Lee and I share the community of Reseda, and I got notice of the same thing, even though it was in your part of the district, and it's just horrifying what happened there. But